Hello and welcome to this Game Pit Stop for Raids, a game designed by Brett J. Gilbert and Matthew Dunstan, art by Baboon and published by IELLO Games. Raids is a Viking themed game for 2 to 4 players taking around 40 minutes to play, in which the players are going to be spending 4 seasons going round doing their raiding through a set route, and after the end of the 4 seasons they're going to count up and see who's earned the most glory points. On a turn, it's the hindmost player that's going to go. And if they're sitting in front of any tile, they're going to take that tile, add it to their ship or put it next to them as appropriate. Then all the tiles between themselves and the next ship are going to get discarded. Then this player has a choice to make. There are 2 types of spaces on the board. There are those at which you can stop with these solid circles and those which you pass through, which are going to give you some sort of interaction. The choice is whether you wish to stop at a place with another player or you wish to continue on to an empty space. In this case, maybe I want to vie with green for this spot. In order to come here, I must pay 1 Viking, and then I'm laying claim to being at this area. Green has got the choice then of paying 2 Vikings in order to continue the battle, and then if I wanted to, I'd have to pay 3 Vikings to carry on putting pressure on green to move on, but that seems a bit steep to me, so I'm going to carry on through to this area here. Now, when you go past any of these areas with these arrows, or indeed if there's arrows on the tiles, you get to interact somehow. In this case, this is a village and I get to claim an income of 1 Viking there to help me on my way. Now, if we're going to play the game, green would then take this goods tile and then they make their choice. But rather than doing all that, I'm just going to show you what all the different tiles do. In this case, I've stopped at a port. Now, this port is going to allow me to sell 2 goods in this case. And these 2 goods here. And I take these pigs and sheep and they are no longer taking up space on my ship. And they're going to score me those points at the end of the game. Also allows me to take an income of 1 Viking whenever I stop at a port. Next one along here is a rune, and runes are simple set scoring. So in this case, if I were to take this, I'd have 3, and that would score me 6 points at the end of the game. When you have 5, you claim 15, and then you can start another set again. This space here is a weapon, and a weapon is going to come onto my ship, and that's going to help me out. How's it going to help me out? Because this is one of the tiles that changes the nature of the space in front of it, and this is a monster. Now, this is a Season 2 monster, which is difficulty 4, and they get more difficult as the rounds go onwards. I have a choice when I come to a monster. I can either pass through and sacrifice a Viking to do so, the monster's eaten them, or I can choose to stop there and say, no, I'm going to fight this one. In this case, this weapon, it gives me a value of 1, leaving 3 strength, so I sacrifice 3 Vikings to this monster. I get to claim this tile and put it here, and I get to carry on going, so this is a move through. Another village gives me another Viking. This is a pillage space. First person to go through here is going to claim a 3-point coin. The second will get 1. This is a visit space. First person through here gets 2 Vikings, and the second person through is going to get 1. Up here, we've got a sale. Now, what sales do are give you an income of 1 Viking per sale you have when we get to the end of each season. And the last type currently we have here is a Mjolnir. Now, for the Mjolnir symbols that you collect and add to your ship, you're going to score 1 point per Viking. So if you collect lots of Mjolnirs and lots of Vikings, it can be endgame scoring for you. These tiles up here are from later on seasons. You can double up the Mjolnirs, get double weapons to help you with the monsters that become more difficult. And in Season 4, you also get these pennants, which when you claim them, again, you can place them on your ship and they're simply going to score you the points above them. Eventually, all of the ships are going to make their way back to harbour. At the end of each season, apart from the first one, in which it's just a race to get back, there are going to be different scoring conditions. In this case, whoever has got the most weapons on their ship is going to score 6 points, second 3, and third 1, with ties broken in who got there first. And there's various of these, most sails, most runes, most monsters defeated, and so on. At the end of the 4 seasons of raiding around, you're going to score points for Mjolnirs and Vikings that you have, for the coins you've collected, for your rune set collection, for pennants and monsters that you've been able to get, and for the goods you've been able to sell. And whoever scores the most glory points is going to be the winner of raids. This has been a Game Pit Stop. For more videos like this, check out our YouTube channel. And for more in-depth coverage of gaming, including a review of raids, please check out the Game Pit podcast.